USC's defense was pretty underwhelming in 2023. We have come to expect Lincoln Riley's defensive units to not be extremely productive, and this year was no different. Defensive coordinator Alex Grinch got fired mid-season, but despite the poor play from the defense as a whole, the Trojans still have some solid prospects. One of those guys is the guy we're going to be talking about in today's video, and that is safety Calen Bullock. A guy with excellent athleticism and speed. How high does he ultimately get selected in the 2024 NFL Draft? But hey guys, if you guys are new to the channel, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment on this video and let me know which players you would like to see me talk about in the next video. Without further ado, let's get into it. Bullock had a really productive 2022 season for the Trojans. He had 48 total tackles, 5 interceptions, 6 pass deflections, and even a touchdown on the year from a pick 6. In 2023, his numbers weren't as good on paper as they were last season, but he was still a productive piece for that USC defense. He had 61 total tackles with 2 interceptions and 7 pass deflections, as well as yet another pick 6. He caught the attention of a number of people in NFL draft circles, and he's a very intriguing prospect. Bullock has excellent length and size at the safety position. He is 6'3", and he has super long arms. He has the ideal length for the safety position, and he shows some really nice upside due to that. Bullock also has the ideal sideline to sideline speed from the safety position. He roams the field extremely well, and he can fly all over. He has great ball skills, and that's where the 7 interceptions have come from over the last 2 years, and he flies all over the field, which is an area of his game that I am a really big fan of. He's got great quickness, and I'm very intrigued by that. Another area of Bullock's that I like is his coverage ability. He does an excellent job in zone coverage, roaming around and making a play. But he also has the ability to move out and defend one-on-one in man coverage. He did a really solid job matching up against tight ends and playing against slot receivers in one-on-one. Something that I definitely think that is a really solid thing of his game, and he has a lot of the tools that I really like from him. He also has excellent play recognition in zone, and he reads plays extremely well, which I'm a big fan of. There are a couple of areas with Calen Bullock that I really would like to see improve a little bit. He has great height, and he's got great length, but his overall frame is not ideal. Bullock weighs just 190 pounds, which at 6'3", I think is really slim. He doesn't have a very physically imposing body type, and that is something of his that I definitely think needs to improve. I think he needs to add more weight on and get stronger, because his play strength isn't that great. As a tackler, Bullock really has struggled from time to time. He had 10 missed tackles this past season for USC. I think he needs to be a bit more of a sure tackler. All of his issues, I think, stem from a lack of play strength, and if he can get a bit stronger and add on some weight, I think he could be a star. Bullock as a run defender is another area where his lack of play strength shows up. He didn't have the play strength to penetrate the gaps in run defense, and he showed up as a blitzer. He didn't really penetrate the gaps quickly enough, strong enough, and he really struggled to disengage with blockers. So I think if he can be a little bit stronger as a prospect, Calen Bullock could be a very, very nice player at the NFL level. This is a pretty solid safety class all around. I like Bullock though. He is rangy, he is quick, he has good ball skills, and I think he has some really intriguing upside at the safety position. Due to him having a slim frame, not being the strongest player in the world, he is my number 3 safety in this class. He's still a very good player, an excellent athlete, but I think he needs to improve on a few areas. He is my number 43 overall player in the class. Bullock to me would work best as a roaming free safety. He has great play recognition and is great in coverage. I think utilizing his speed and his ability to recognize and read the quarterback's eyes could put him in a great position to succeed. I think he's a very versatile safety prospect though. He could be great in the strong safety position, and I think he even has some intriguing versatility in the slot because he has showcased some decent man-to-man abilities. I think he's a little big to play in the slot, but I think free safety is where you are going to maximize his potential and get the most out of Calen Bullock. My comparison for Bullock is CJ Gardner-Johnson. Bullock is bigger than Johnson is, but they have a lot of very similar traits. Both are excellent safeties who have great speed and can fly all over the field. Gardner-Johnson led the NFL in interceptions just a year ago, and they both have really good coverage abilities, but they also struggle as tacklers. That was a big complaint with Eagles fans was Gardner-Johnson wasn't a great tackler. While frame may not be exact and they are a little bit different in terms of size, I think they both have very similar play styles, they have good ball skills and quickness on the football, and I think Calen Bullock can develop into being a similar player to what Gardner-Johnson has been. Calen Bullock is a ball hawk. He has great instincts, he has good speed, and he has a lot of tools that are really intriguing. I think he's going to be a solid player at the NFL level, and I ultimately believe Calen Bullock will be a second-round pick in the 2024 NFL Draft.